Hello and welcome back to this channel. For the last week, we have been seeing various aspects of the visa bulletin that was released last week. We began by presenting the cutoff numbers that will apply during the month of February 2024 as part of the DV 2024 program. We continued by saying the case numbers that are concerned by interviews to be conducted during that same month of February 2024, and in the last video, we considered this visa bulletin in relation to the DV 2024 prospects. Now today, in this final video concerning that visa bulletin, we are going to answer a question that we have already answered on a number of occasions. Just a few months ago, I had to answer this question, and going through videos from over a year ago, I also saw that I answered this question more than a year ago. The question is, why the cutoff numbers that we have in the visa bulletin that was just released? So once again, I'm going to provide explanation concerning how the cutoff numbers in the visa bulletin are determined every month. So your duty is to get the concept, and from now on, whenever you see the visa bulletin, understand that this happened because of this concept that I'm going to explain. That would be the first reason why we have the cutoff numbers that are seen in the visa bulletin that was released last week. And in addition to that, there is a second reason that I'm also going to expose. So let's consider the first reason, which is the normal, what happens every month. I've explained in many videos, as I said, that at the end of the month, there is an interaction that occurs between the visa office and the various embassies and consulates. That interaction involves the visa office receiving reports from the various embassies and consulates, and as part of those reports, there are projections concerning interviews to be conducted at the various embassies and consulates in each region. So for example, at the end of last month, November, the embassies and consulates made it known to the visa office in their reports that concerning the month of February, this is what we project. And based on that projection, the visa office will determine how many visas should be allocated to that region, and then in addition to that, decide where to move the cutoff number or to establish the new cutoff number so that there will be a balance between the visas that are made available and those that are to be served by those visas. Let's use an example. If at the end of November, the embassies from the Africa region said to the visa office that they are in the position to interview 500 diversity visa cases. A diversity visa case usually comprises around 2 applicants. So there will be need for around 1,000 diversity visas for the month of February. Now, in case those whose case numbers are already current, but who are not yet been scheduled for interview, are so many that the 1,000 visas will not be able to serve them, there will be no need to add new applicants to those who are already waiting. And as a result of that, the visa office will not move the cutoff number, because moving the cutoff number is going to make new cases current, whereas there are not sufficient visas to serve those who have been waiting and additional applicants. So whenever you see the cutoff number of a region, whatever region it is, maintained in a visa bulletin, it is because increasing the cutoff number will make new case numbers current for interview, whereas there are not sufficient visas to serve those new cases. The visas that are made available during the month concerned are allocated only for cases whose case numbers were already current. That's the explanation concerning cases or situations when a cutoff number is maintained in the visa bulletin. Now, the second scenario is when those case numbers that were already current are not so many. So the visas that are made available for the month concerned can serve them, and in addition, serve a number of new cases. So in that case, the visa office will move the cutoff number to a small extent to make few new case numbers current for interview, because there are visas to serve the old cases and a few new cases. That is the second scenario, and in that case, the visa office will move the cutoff number for the region concerned to a small extent. And then the third scenario is when there are very few cases from the region concerned whose case numbers are already current, whereas there are many more visas to cover all of them and many more left to serve many new cases. In this third instance, the visa office will move the cutoff number of the region concerned to a high extent to make many case numbers current, because there are many visas to serve the cases that were already waiting to be scheduled, as well as many new cases. So that's the concept that is behind the movement of the cutoff numbers for the various regions whenever the visa bulletin is published. And that's the first reason why we have the cutoff number that we have in the visa bulletin that was released last week. Now, the second reason why we have the cutoff numbers that we have in this visa bulletin is because of a measure of caution based on the DV 2023 experience. And as I noted in the last video, as of now, we will continue to see measures of caution being applied by the visa office. And as I also noted in the last video, that is likely to result in the regions not going current generally in this year's program. So yes, the normal was applied in determining the cutoff number for the visa bulletin that we are discussing. But in addition to that, there is also a measure of caution that was applied based on the DV 2023 end of program experience. Those are the two reasons why we have the cutoff numbers that we have in the visa bulletin that was released during this month of December 2023. Now, to new viewers of this channel, I have a diversity visa guidance program for those who are in need of guidance for their diversity visa application, for those who would like to have videos in addition to what I publish on YouTube, as well as those who have questions and need answers to those questions. The link leading to my guidance platform is just below this video. Click on it, and for a reasonable monthly subscription fee, join my guidance program. And I will see you, God willing, in the next video. Until then, thanks for watching and goodbye.